Hey everyone, Blockchain Bernie here, my latest episode live streaming from Las Vegas. And is crypto becoming more and more a battlefield in this upcoming election? Is it like everyone now wants to be crypto friendly, right? It all started with RFK Jr. being, outing himself as a big crypto proponent. And then Trump made some statements there, and now we get some statements from the Democrats. And in order for you to be up to date and have the full picture there and see who's doing what with crypto in this election, I'll dive into what a Democratic governor of Colorado, Jared Polis, had said in an almost 1 hour interview with Krasenstein, who is someone on X that is very active and posting for Democrats there. All right, so that you don't have to do it, I did it for you. And please, if you like content like this, give me that like button, subscribe to my channel, and it's all giving you points on points.xandeum.org, by the way. So Xandeum is the place to go for that. All right, so let's dive into it. Jared Polis, so governor of Colorado, Democratic governor, had an upcoming space here, and it's 18 hours ago, so it just happened basically with Brian Krasenstein and about Democrats for crypto, right? So, and play the recording. I'm not doing this right now. I listened into it for you, right? So it was Democrats for crypto, and crypto for Harris is another movement there. So far, I haven't seen any outing from the side of Kamala Harris to kind of change course in crypto or do a crypto reset and, do a 180 degrees U-turn compared to the Biden policies with, Gary Gensler and all these guys there, which almost felt like a crackdown on crypto, right? So that was not good for the crypto community. And, my channel is Blockchain Bernie, so it's going, it's about a crypto here. So what came about with this interview? So it was Jared Polis talking a lot about crypto, and he is someone that likes crypto. He wants to push it. He wants to be friends with the crypto community, and he was being asked a few questions, right? So he was talking about regulation a lot during that interview, and regulation in the sense that he's telling us, well, the community needs to have faith in the crypto so that the bad guys are out. He mentioned that there are bad guys everywhere, right? There's pickpockets, and there are people hack into traditional banks and stuff like that. And he's right with that. For my personal taste, he was talking a lot about regulation and why it's needed. And he said the word sounds a little bit scary to some, but we need it. And yeah, I agree. We need some sort of regulation. And especially in crypto, it's important to have some security here, some safety of moving forward, to know what the law actually is. Still, what Governor Polis talked about and really went into depth in kind of defending that we need regulation. My suspicion would be, well, his flavor of regulation would be more of regulation and less of a balance between regulation and placing burdens on, citizens' freedoms to contract with each other and further innovation and stuff like that, right? So it's just a question of what you think is coming out of that. It didn't 100% convince me. I mean, it was new to me. There are Democrats that want to push crypto, right? And they want to push Harris And I haven't heard anything from her, right? And Paulus said, well, Harris will listen to us because everyone knows crypto is a big, big battlefield in this upcoming election. But I haven't heard from her. She didn't show up at the Bitcoin conference. Trump was there. Trump did a lot of statements pro-crypto recently in this election cycle. He was talking, kind of indifferent to negative, rangy about crypto in the last election cycle. So, now he's advertising to get crypto enthusiasts on his side. Not sure how deeply thought through that is, but at least he's made very, very clear statements that he wants to push things forward. And it was, on Trump's side, it was not like, but we're going to do regulations, and then it's a 30-minute monologue about regulations. I'm exaggerating here a little bit. Maybe it was a 5-minute monologue from the side of Paulus. But I heard a lot about regulation there, which is necessary, right? But there needs to be a balance, in my view, between regulation and, freedom of contracting, right? And removing burdens for citizens and for businesses and everyone. I didn't hear much about that balance there. And from the side of Trump, of course, we all hear like, okay, for every regulation that comes into place, for every new regulation, we want to get rid of 10 others, right? Which is a thing that I really like. And by the way, I've also listened into that chat that Elon Musk had with Trump the other day, which was almost 2 hours. The takeaway for me here was, to me, that was a new Trump. That was not a Trump that I was used to seeing the past 7 or 8 years, right? It was more like the Trump that I saw in videos that you find on YouTube, the Trump from like 20 years ago, right? And he was, or even longer ago, 40 years ago, right? When you see these videos, he's a really eloquent, intelligent man that has good ideas and stuff like that. In the election cycle, starting from 2016, he kind of became a different person to me, and was talking to his audience and to his base. But when he was talking with Elon for 2 hours, he was a different Trump. He wasn't talking to his base. He was chatting with Elon, and he was very well capable to intelligently talk about a lot of people, a lot of topics, right? That doesn't mean he suddenly became a different person or has different policies or different views on many things. But still, when listening in, it was a different Trump to me, right? It was more like a Trump from 20 years ago. And I haven't seen that sides of Trump the past 8 years that I saw in that chat with Elon. So, but back to Jared Paulus. So that was like a 45-minute interview with Brian Krasenstein. And by the way, does anyone know the Krasensteins? There's 2 brothers, right? Brian and Ed Krasenstein. From their first names, I get, they're likely born in the U.S. Their last name sounds kind of German to me. So how do they pronounce themselves? Is it Krasenstein or Krasenstein or anything like that? If you have any information on that, please let me know down in the comments. Also, comments give you points on the XANDUM Points app, right? So talking about the XANDUM Points app, so let me show you that. If you go to xandeum.com, right here, you can stake here, right? So if you have any sol that you need to stake, you can do that here with a trusted validator, which is our validator. But there is also the points.xandeum.org, right? And there you can claim all your points for liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and all these type of things. And there's a leaderboard, and you see all the people that have these points. So back to Jared Paulus. He was talking a lot about regulation. He was talking about things like introducing a government Bitcoin reserve. He said he's not convinced about that. He's open to talk about it, but not convinced. Obviously, it would be great to have, like, not necessarily only a Bitcoin reserve, but probably a crypto reserve for the government. You know, everyone that's crypto enthusiasts, I think, would like that. But he was not really sure about that. Otherwise, he seems like a reasonable guy. I mean, he's lowered taxes in his state. At least that's what he's putting up here on his Twitter profile, X profile. Income tax reduced, sales tax reduced, etc., etc. So he seems like, and I'm not from Colorado, even though Nevada is not that far. So he seems like a moderate among the Democrats there. And yeah, I mean, RFK started with being super crypto friendly. I actually love that. I loved so many messages of RFK. Later in the campaign came a few other messages that I personally didn't like that much. And probably we all need to concede now that he wasn't able to assemble a great following, right? He's like in 2% range or so in many of these polls. So he wasn't able to get where, for example, a Ross Perot was standing a few decades ago, right? So yeah, it's likely just a race between Harris and Trump here. And yeah, let's see what Kamala Harris will come up for with her stance for crypto and crypto enthusiasts. It was nice to hear from Jared Polis about, you know, being at least more open towards crypto, and hoping that Kamala will do a crypto reset here. Not sure if that's going to happen. And of course, that's not the only thing that matters in this election. So we all have our own points and issues that are important to us in order to make our vote. And most of us will already have made a decision and have made our minds up. But I just want you to know all the details that are out there, especially with regards to blockchain and crypto. So because that's what my channel is about. So I gave you that little summarization of that, and even of the Musk Trump talk. And yeah, so I hope that's helpful for you. If you have listened to any of these, and just let me know what your opinion is, right? Did you have did Jared Polis, you know, manage to stoke you for, you know, a crypto reset coming to the Democrats? Please let me know in the comments. I want to discuss that with you. And I hope this has helped you to stay up to date and get the full picture. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later.